Welcome to DermWire News, powered by DermWire.com.
The AAD addresses healthcare disparities for sexual and gender minority persons. Rosacea treatment benefits patients, and could a psoriasis drug stop Alzheimer's? Ahead on DermWire TV. Welcome to DermWire TV from the editors of Practical Dermatology Magazine and PracticalDermatology.com. I'm your host, Rana Duraha. Signals in accumulated data for Enbrel reportedly suggest that etanercept may have a protective effect against Alzheimer's disease. The intriguing findings were reported by the Washington Post earlier this month. According to the Post, researchers at Pfizer discovered in 2015 that etanercept appeared to reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease by 64%. The results were from an analysis of hundreds of thousands of insurance claims. However, the report goes on to show the company decided not to pursue the data, with the cost of studies estimated to be about $80 million. A potential effect of etanercept on Alzheimer's risk would likely relate to the drug's anti-inflammatory effects. In response to the Washington Post report, the advocacy group Us Against Alzheimer's has called on Pfizer to release any data and analysis they have on etanercept's possible efficacy for treating Alzheimer's. If data in a drug trial or study suggests any plausible potential for impacting Alzheimer's, it is critical that drug be further tested, or, if not, that the data be released so that the scientific and business community be able to assess the importance of that data, says Us Against Alzheimer's chairman and co-founder George Brandenburg in a statement. Alzheimer's Association Chief Science Officer Dr. Maria C. Carrillo says in a statement, "Any science that has promise for Alzheimer's disease and other dementias and is not genuinely pursued or shared with the research community does a disservice to the millions of individuals facing the disease today and in the future." Pfizer announced in January of 2018 that it was closing its neurology division. A spokesperson told the Post that its decisions were based on science, and the company has made no comment in response to the story. The AAD has issued a position statement on sexual and gender minority health in dermatology. The statement says that, like other physicians, dermatologists can and should contribute to the health and well-being of LGBTQ SGM individuals. The AAD highlights several specific dermatologic concerns in the LGBTQ sexual and gender minority population. For example, men who have sex with men experience disproportionate risk for development of skin cancer. Some LGBTQ SGM populations, including men who have sex with men and some transgender persons, have higher rates of sexually transmitted infections, including HIV, as well as anogenital dysplasia and anal cancer. Some transgender persons undergo medical and/or surgical gender-affirming therapies. Dermatologists can perform or manage complications associated with these. The AAD also says it opposes all bias and discrimination based upon gender identity, gender expression, and sexual orientation, and supports development of gender-neutral policies in patient care and in healthcare facilities. New data confirm what dermatologists have long suspected. Treating rosacea can have a major positive impact on patients' lives. That's according to a new survey by the National Rosacea Society. In the survey of 1,044 rosacea patients, around 76% of all respondents saw at least some improvement in their skin after receiving treatment. Among those patients, 40% said that treatment had improved their psychological well-being, 35% said their social well-being had improved, and 31% saw improvement in their occupational well-being. When the signs and symptoms of rosacea are virtually eliminated, the improvement in patients' lives is often dramatic. 81% of those who had achieved clear or almost clear skin said their psychological well-being had improved. 71% of subjects said effective treatment had also improved their social lives, and 62% reported improvement in their occupational well-being. This compares to only 24% of subjects whose rosacea was only slightly or moderately improved. That's it for this edition of DermWire TV. Get updates anytime at practicaldermatology.com/news. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for listening to DermWire News.